Okay, so now we have a slightly more challenging 3 unknown to solve. It's going to follow the exact same process. We've got to decide one variable to eliminate twice. So looking ahead, these first two we could eliminate R pretty easily. 3 and 4 are not very compatible when we are trying to eliminate it. We may have to, but if we can avoid it, let's not do R's. We've got 4, 1, -3. S's would be a better choice than R's because of this 1 who could become either of these pretty quickly. And then we've got 4, -2, -4. T's right here are going to be the most efficient. So I'm going to pick a letter T to eliminate twice. I'm going to start with equation 1 and 3. When I add down the columns, that's going to give me 1R. We have -4S minus 3S, that's -7S. I'm going to try and make those look like S's, not 5s. 4T minus 4T is gone. That's going to give me -20. There's nothing I can do here. I've got one equation with 2 unknowns. I just have to leave it. So we're just going to come back to this in a minute. Then I'm going to go through and I'm going to eliminate the same variable. So I have to eliminate T. I also have to use the second equation in either the first or the third. Well, 2 is easily manipulated into 4. I just have to multiply everything by 2. I want to have opposite signs, so that means 1 and 2 are going to be the easiest to do. Equation 1 is going to stay. 4R minus 4S plus 4T is equal to -4. I have to multiply everything in the second by 2 so that it becomes my -4T. So let's write this down. Minus 4T equals 10. You have to remember to multiply all the way through the equal sign. Now when I add down, I'm going to get 12R minus 2S, T's are gone, equals 6. So right now, I have 2 unknowns, and I have 2 equations. So I can combine these, bring them together, and we can go through and figure out what we want to do. So R minus 7S is -20, 12R minus 2S is 6. Substitution or elimination would be just fine. Oh, did I forget the R here? Yep. I personally will do substitution because I just have that single R. I could get him isolated, so I could say R equals -20 plus 7S, and then substitute that into R. This is going to be some big numbers. So 12 times -20 plus 7S minus 2S is equal to 6. Then if we distribute, we've got to make sure that we distribute all the way through, so we have -240 plus, let's see, 12 times 7, what are we going to, what is that, 84S minus 2S equals 6. Let me slide this up. Combine like terms. So we've got 82S is equal to 246. S is equal to, if we do 246, let's see, divide by 82, I get S equal to 3. Highlight box star, we found one of the 3. Then we slowly work our way back up. So we plug S into one of these 2 equations because I can solve it now. I'm going to pick the first one just because R is already by itself. I'm actually going to come over here. That's the easiest way. So R is equal to -20 plus, I'm going to go ahead and say 21 because 7 times 3. R is then going to be equal to 1. And then we work our way all the way back up to the top. One of the originals does not matter, and I'm going to plug in S and R. So let's go to the first equation. Let's go to the second equation since we just have one S. So we know R is 1, so 4 times R is 1, plus S is 3, minus 2T equals 5. 7 minus 2T equals 5. We're going to subtract 7, so -2T is -2. T equals 1. And then just don't forget to go back and write your final answer as your ordered triple. So R was 1, S was 3, and T was 1. So final answer right there. Be very organized with these. It's easy to make a mistake somewhere along the way, but if you keep it laid out neatly and you're not just going through all over your paper, it does make it a lot easier.